before the street.
That's what we argued with last time. Paul?
Make a motion that we accept state farm road closure insurance since we're partnering with Lawrence and Cambridge.
Did you hear that?
No,
I didn't think you did.
I was trying to
I
find
don't
my
think
motion.
no one did. If,
I wasn't paying it, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Paying attention.
could we get you to repeat that, please?
I make a motion that we accept the request for this steampunk road closure insurance with the Chamber of Commerce and the city.
That the city will cover the insurance for
City will-
steampunk.
Asking-
Okay,
Combined with the chamber.
Second.
Have first and second roll.
yeah,
No, he was the second, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, roll call.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Henninger. Martinez.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye. I thought that one had never happened.
Thank you for your indulgence.
And patience.
With patience, you got patience here?
Okay, next, new business, appointment to fill vacancy Ward 1. And what we have here is, let's get to it here. Looks like we have 4 letters submitted to the council, and what I'll do is call them up one at a time and get a little bit of background on them and see if any of the council members want to ask them any questions or anything, and we'll go from there.
What rotation, are you going to go alphabetically?
It doesn't, I'll go from the top to the bottom, like they are.
Okay.
The first one's Dion. Is that correct?
Is he here?
Is Dion not here? Am I saying it wrong?
Yes.
We'll say your last name, so.
Broughton.
for the record.
Broughton?
Not here? Next is Richard Upton. Is he here?
He's always here.
Dick Upton, 401 Tanner Avenue. Well, as you are all well aware, I'm extremely interested in the well-being of Florence. I'm involved and have been involved in a variety of positions in Florence. Originally a member of the Board of Zoning Adjustments and currently on the Planning Commission, and having attended most council meetings for the past 9 years, I'm pretty well versed in the workings of City Council. I'm very much in favor of promoting Florence and bringing visitors and businesses into Florence. We have a vibrant historic downtown that is a destination for many tourists, and we need to continue to promote all our businesses and restaurants. As a Florence representative to the Gold Belt Byway program, I was instrumental in bringing in the signage in the information center in the Rocky Mountain Bank parking lot. And in the works is another historic sign that will relate to the agricultural history of this area. Also, 51 historic signs to be put on all the downtown businesses are now definitely in production. That's been a long process and will be available soon. The museum, which I'm associated with, is working on producing a walking and driving tour which will correspond to these signs. And this will be an added attraction for tourists when they come to town and able to actually get the history of Main Street and 2nd Street and Front Street. I'm mainly in charge of the 14th Annual Florence Merchants Car Show in May, which brings in, we hope, up to 200 cars this year and several hundred visitors, not only for the day of shopping, but also for return visits. You may question if I have time for all this.
Or do you have any time?
Let me continue. The answer is yes. My biggest time hog is a Victorian home that I've been restoring for the past 4 years. And it is down to just the finishing touches and will be done very, very soon, and that will free up an immense amount of time. The museum, car show, and Gold Belt Byway are seasonal and only short term. So time allotment is simply time management, which I can handle. In summary, I believe in Florence and think it is a wonderful town to live in. The atmosphere is second to none in all aspects. I believe we need to continue to promote Florence and continue to make it business and tourist friendly. So my next question to you is, do you have any questions of me?
Larry?
Well, I'll kind of make a statement, and this is actually for the other persons that are going to be coming before us, and that is, and you addressed the one question, and that is how many meetings we have. For example, for those that don't know it, this is our third meeting for the day. And we have morning meetings, evening meetings, and different times of day and so forth. And I just say this because we do expect attendance at those meetings. If you're going to be a good council person, you should be there.
Is this a question to him?
No, I'm making a statement so the rest of them know,
Well,
and then
I thought it was-
I'll just clarify in a second.
Okay.
And so this is really the question. The question at this point would be, are you familiar with it? Because, for example, I went through my day minder. I appreciate that I'm on some county things and so forth. Last year, I attended 152 meetings on behalf of City of Florence. I'm not saying that you would necessarily be attending that many meetings, but you do know there
Maybe
are a
only
lot of meetings.
150.
So, anyways, because it isn't just council meeting, it's a lot of other things that we actually have meetings about and so forth. So, and I
Well-
assume that you understand that, and when the other people come up, I'd like to ask them the same question.
Well, I'm well aware of all the meetings, the Monday afternoon meetings. I've been to a number of the mayor's meetings with different things relating to this. I know all the county commissioners, involved with them on different projects. Yes, I am very well aware of how much time you get. You probably earn about 10 cents an hour.
Yes, and you do understand that there's probably no possibility of getting a pay raise for many, many years to come.
Any other questions? Mr. Edwards?
My question would be, if I may address this to the clerk, has Mr. Upton met all the requirements?
Yes.
Thank you.
And you've been a resident of Florence since when? 2006?
Approximately,
Okay.
about 9 years. we've been
And
here.
you're a registered voter,
Have been for several
so you're
years.
pretty well.
And we're going to assume he's 18 years of age or older.
Well, I have one comment that always sticks in my mind on that I am 18 years old, but I've got many years of experience.
There you go.
Okay. If there's
Anything
no
else?
further questions,
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Next, we'll go to Patricia Smith.
My name is Pat Smith, and I live at 576 Brookway. I've been a resident of the community for nearly 15 years. I am just a concerned citizen, and I would like to be a part of the community and be a member of the council. I do not have the experience as our previous speaker, but I am willing. And but I have to admit that I would only be able to attend the evening meetings or weekends.
Any questions? Council? Yeah, Mr. Edwards?
My question again is, has all the requirements been met?
Yes, she's been a resident for at least a year. She's a registered voter and of age.
Thank you very much.
And I will say this, she did answer my question, or my statement. So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
We got this.
one more. Shadrick Smith?
Your neighbor.
I'm Shadrick Smith. I obviously don't have the experience, and I am 18. I guess what I'd like to say is I've been a member of the community my whole entire life. I grew up, raised here. My wife's family's from here. I have a vested interest in our community with having 2 children within the school district. My wife's also a teacher. And this community means a lot to me. I've had the opportunities to live in larger communities and kind of see how it goes, and to be a young adult. And this has always just been home. This has always been a place where I've wanted to see families raised and to see people of the community stay within the community. And I think there's a loss between our younger individuals within the community, and I'd like to be able to bridge a little bit of that gap.
Larry, did you have a question?
Well, now I'm going to say, you heard what I said to the first person, and your availability for meetings, and we do have a lot of meetings, like I said today.
I can't.
We had 3 today, 1 at 2 o'clock, and 1 at 6, and 1 at 7. So I'd like to...
My availability would be negotiable. I would say I'd be able to do 80 or 90%.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there more questions?
Yes.
Let's wait till the tape gets changed. Okay.
Okay. Go.
Mr. Edwards?
Same question as the candidate met all the requirements.
The candidate meets the residency requirement, the age requirement. Did you verify
I
your
did.
registration?
They said I needed to come down and get a copy of it. They couldn't do anything without me physically being there.
That you don't have, you're
I
not
do have it,
registered to
yes.
vote.
I am registered at 509 Brookway.
You are registered to vote at
Yes.
509
Yes.
Brookway. And you needed to come down to do what?
Well, I was
To do
asking
that.
if I, because I assumed you wanted some physical documentation of that.
I would need to get some documentation of that since you
And-
didn't appear on the disc that I have.
Yes. And I did not have the time this evening to get down there before 5.
But you did talk to them?
I did, yes.
Okay. We'll take that for now as that they did verify that he's a registered voter.
Okay. If there's no further questions, we'll move on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and fill out a slip and pass it down.
We're doing a ballot?
Yeah, we're doing ballot. And only one per council person, please. I've seen it before.
17 votes.
Yeah, 6 people and 17 votes.
results of the first ballot are Dale Boughton, 0, Richard Upton, 4, Patricia Smith, 1, and Shadrack Smith, 1.
So,
So, Richard Upton,
okay.
Okay,
You got 4.
Yeah.
4 votes.
Okay.
that's the majority.
You got the majority.
Okay, now it's up to Brian.
Do you want to go ahead
Yeah,
and?
go
I
ahead.
do, I
Get it
have
done.
them over.
Okay.
You just need to say.
Richard, we need you up front
I can just do it down there.
Fill his name in. and then
at the podium so everybody can hear.
After that, I'd like to make a statement to the rest of the other people.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Would raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I, Richard Upton,
I, Richard Upton,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
by the ever-living God
by the ever-living God
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
state of Colorado
and the state of Colorado
and the ordinances of the city of Florence,
and the ordinances of the city of
and
Florence,
faithfully perform the duties
faithfully perform the duties
of the office of Council Person Ward 1,
of the duties of councilperson Ward 1
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Make a statement right now, I guess you can take yours.
Oh, you ain't getting away with that easy.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you're next to me, buddy.
Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, I would just like to make a statement. For those people that did apply and that you were not appointed, I might suggest this. Mr. Upton, now that he is on city council, that actually creates a vacancy on the planning commission.
Yes.
And the planning commission is a good start to becoming a council person. That's how I started. I was on for 2.5 years. That's a good start because you're very much involved in community business. So I would suggest that that would be a good start. The other thing is, unfortunately, the seat that he has just now taken, he has to, if he wishes to keep it, he's going to have to run an election come November. And so, and anyone else could
Right.
pass a petition around, and if they would like, pass a petition around and get on the ballot. So, but like I say, being on planning commission, that's a good start. You get very much involved in our community.
And a lot less meetings.
Yeah, a lot less meetings. So-
Less headaches.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
And we do have an opening on planning commission.
Yeah, right. That meeting is, or that opening is now.
Okay. And as always, the newbie on the council has to buy the beer. So, yeah.
I'll buy your
Okay.
beer.
Next, we're moving on to the 3-2 beer license renewal, Quick Stop number 9, 217 Church Avenue.
Just stick that up there.
I think that's just. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, is everything in order?
Oh, that's a
Yes,
lot.
application is complete. The fees have all been paid. The police report is attached.
This wasn't the drive-by shooting one, was it? Yeah, that's a Quick Stop.
It's right over here on Church.
Yeah, this one wasn't it, the one that had the drive-by shooting? I think we need to ask our police chief if there's any major problems he knows about this Quick Stop.
None that involve alcohol, that's for sure.
Okay,
Let's give it.
if it's all in good, money's paid, everything's done. Need a motion on the floor.
Make a motion that we renew the 3-2 off
Services license to Quick Stop number 9, 217 Church Avenue, Florence.
Second.
Have a first, second. Roll call, please.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Anninger. Aye. Mayor Orr.
Aye.
6 ayes.
We get Mr. Upton.
Yoo-hoo.
Yo.
Don't forget the newbie.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Mr. Upton.
Aye.
Now we have 7 ayes.
I go home.
Okay. Should try not to forget you all the
I thought maybe you're
time.
a non-voting member.
Okay, next we need to set a hearing date for the Elk special event permit for Steampunk.
Okay, I need this hearing set for the next regular council meeting on March 16th. So we do have the public hearing for the steampunk that's going to happen April 11th and 12th. So I can start the notice process. So if somebody would make a motion to set it for the 16th at 7
I'll make a
o'clock.
motion.
Charlotte's had her hand up.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Larry.
No, go ahead. You haven't made it. You need to earn your
I need to earn my
paycheck.
pay. I make a motion that we set the public meeting to March 16th, 2015 for the Elk Special Event Permit for the Steampunk Festival.
Second.
We have a first and 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay,
Let Larry second it.
got it.
Roll call.
Henninger.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Upton.
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye.
7 ayes.
Okay, next,
Another
request for a special meeting, public hearing at the Elk Special Event Permit. And Dory,
What's this?
can you enlighten us on
I
this a
would
little
ask the
bit?
council to set, first of all, have a special meeting on Monday, March 9th, so that we can have a hearing, a public hearing on an application from the Florence Elks for an event called the Fireman's Ball, which will be held on March
17th.
March 9th?
It's got to be 10 days after the 9th,
will
so it must
be
be like
on-
somewhere around the 19th.
March
20th, I think.
21st. And because this has all been set, they were negligent in getting the application in time, so we need a special meeting so that the Elks can open the doors to the public for the Fireman's Ball. So if we have the hearing on March 9th,
At
we can
what-
get the application into the state 10 days prior to the event for the special
At
event.
what time?
At 7. I asked for 7.
Because we got a 4 here,
What?
because I know we got a,
That's at 4 o'clock.
What with the county commissioners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked for 7, and I've already started advertising that the property's been posted for a meeting on the 7th. That's on the 9th at 7 o'clock. I had to start 10-day posting last week. Yeah. Expecting that the city would agree to a special meeting and a public hearing.
We need a motion.
yeah,
And I would like to make a
I'm waiting
motion
for it.
we hold a special meeting on March 9th for the Elks Special Event Permit.
And what time would that be?
Starting at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
That would include a public hearing on the application.
As stated.
Do I have a second?
I'll make a second.
Roll call.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Upton.
Aye.
Edwards.
No.
Henninger.
Aye.
And Mayor Orr.
Aye.
6 ayes.
Yeah.
Did she call you?
Yes, she
Okay, mayor's report. I have no report tonight. I think we reported quite a bit already.
Committee reports.
Yeah, I'm coming to that right now. Committee report?
I would like to see us recognize what Florence High School athletes have done so far with maybe a letter from the mayor on commending Florence High School with their athletes. We had Lane Maester get third place at the state wrestling tournament. And then we had the boys basketball team has qualified for state, and their first playoff game is away. I believe it's this Friday. So, you know, I think that we need to recognize some of the good things that our
Schools are doing.
students do instead of always looking at the bad side.
I agree. If you can get right on typing them letters up, I'll sign them.
All right, I'll get on that.
Any other committee reports? Charlotte?
I've been assigned to COG last year by you, Mr. Mayor, and recently they appointed me to be the Fremont County Municipal Board member. I accepted the position. I just finished my training last week, and there are so many programs that UACOG offers that I just don't think the residents are aware of. So I would like to share that they're part of the Area Agency on Aging, housing. They provide self-help housing and funds to help pay for rent or, you know, for those who are low income and need the assistance. They provide the WIC program, Head Start program. Workforce has the WIA program, which helps employers find employees, and they pay for a certain percentage of their wages until they're trained. They have business loans, and they do the enterprise zone. They do the regional recycling. They have the transit, which is the Golden Age Center, and then they have CSPG, which is another rent and utility service. And so I just wanted to bring that to your attention. It's a great program that we're a part of, and I appreciate you appointing me to this.
Well, thank you for that. Larry?
Along those same lines, I was appointed to the county Board of Zoning Adjustment maybe 3 months ago or 4 months, but my term expired. Now they've reappointed me again to continue on. So I will be. Now, I would tell everybody that the BOZA committee that for the county, they can't remember when they had the last meeting, so it's not a regular thing. But anyways, I have been reappointed to that board.
Okay. Paul?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
FEDC, the Fremont Economic Development Committee, had a meeting last week. I just wanted to share with everybody that Florence is in the radar. You know, they are doing a lot for the economic development here. They do see us as a competitor with our other cities like Canyon, which is a lot larger. They do recognize our not only our council but our community want to do good things for, you know, economic development and move on into the future.
Big deal. Paul?
I just would like to ask the council members, in your packet you received the dinner and conversation to the Arkansas River Basin discussion. And since we are members, it doesn't cost anybody anything. And I think it's very important that we try to be there, and many of us be there as possible. I will be there for sure. So
What date is that again?
I think it's RSVP by April 13th, and it's 5:30 at Tuesday, April 21st at the Federal Community College, Volcano Ballroom on West Ormond Avenue.
Okay. Charlotte?
Sorry, I forgot one important thing.
That's all right.
The broadband master plan has been completed and it's in final review stage, and that should be available for all councils viewing by March 15th.
Great. Good deal. Mr. Upton, do you have any reports that you want to?
Not yet. I could give you reports, but
Yeah.
wouldn't have to do it. Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? Let's go to the finance officer's report.
I have nothing to report.
Thank you. City attorney.
Nor do I.
Oh, it's a good meeting.
No, shut up.
City planner.
Hello again. A couple brief things. The thing that's on the agenda is an addendum to a contract with Tom Duke, who's doing the Downtown Historic National Register nomination survey project that's been going on for a while, and a lot of citizens donated money to. We have executed a contract through the mayor that's extending that contract a year. There was some miscommunications with this previous, with Don and Tom Duke, and so it was due to be finished April of this year. It's going to be extended to April of next year. We don't anticipate taking all that time, and we've met with the State Historic Fund, and so we hope to do that. Even though we have a year, we hope to do that a lot quicker. But it's basically informational. I think there's a couple different ways you can execute these types of contract amendments. There's no change in the scope, and there's no change in the amount of money. So the mayor signed it. We talked to Brian, and we just wanted to ratify that through council and let you know that that contract's been changed. That project's going to take we have another year to finish it, but we hope to finish it before that. Any questions on that? You want to say it, Brian?
Yeah, and like Wade said, I think it would be appropriate that the council actually ratify the amendment to the original agreement. It's adding some boilerplate language, but it's part of the underlying agreement, and the council ought to vote on that. So a motion with respect to that would be appropriate.
Just for clarification, that we have a contract with Mr. Duke. The State Historic Fund requires about 8 or 10 elements that are in the contract have to be in our contract with the sub-consultant. So we had most of those things. We didn't have a couple of those things, but to continue with the grant, we have to change our contract with them. And there are things along the line of intellectual property that has to be spelled out that is ours and not the consultant's. And just a couple boilerplate things, so we made a small addendum.
Pushes the end date out also to March 15 of 2016.
Yes.
Right here.
So, we don't make the motion.
To approve addendum number 1 to the agreement.
I'll make a motion. Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we ratify the contract addendum for TA Duke for downtown historical structure assessment, extending it to March of 2016.
March 15th, 2016.
Second.
We have first and second. Roll call, please.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Upton.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Henninger.
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye.
7.
And the last two things, I mentioned briefly when Mike was up here, there'll be a public, informational meeting and a short presentation on the historic preservation ordinance we're working on that would affect the senior center as well as anybody else in the city who would like to take advantage of that program and some of the things it would offer. And I'd be happy to answer any questions at the meeting. That's March 12th at 7 o'clock here. And I don't anticipate it being a long meeting, a very short presentation. Then I'll stay here as long as I need to answer any questions or get any feedback on that proposed preservation ordinance. Last thing is the Imagine Florence campaign. The next meeting is going to be March 25th, and Carlos Hernandez is the speaker. He's a consultant out of Denver. He's one of the best speakers I've ever seen, and he's actually going to spend probably the whole afternoon here kind of talking about ways to improve and fund infrastructure, sidewalks and streets, bike lanes, trails, and he'll actually incorporate all that information, talking to city staff and talking to citizens, and then he'll put it into a presentation at 7 o'clock that night. And he actually has a lot of information on trends in Colorado and who's moving here and what kind of amenities they're looking for and what does that mean for your city. So I strongly encourage everybody to come to that meeting on the 25th. All of my speakers have been good, but this guy's extra good. So I would really, if you're going to come to any of these meetings, I would come and see Carlos speak. And he agreed to do it on short notice for almost no cost. So he's kind of just doing it out of just the love of he's talking about good planning. Any questions? 7 o'clock? And he actually, more than speaking, he wants to have an outcome. So he'll want to talk at the meeting of what kind of issues we're having and what we need help with, and actually kind of at the end of that meeting have some recommendations for us. So.
I like the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. City managers?
Okay, real quickly remind you that this Thursday at 8 o'clock is the mayor-manager coffee chat at Rosebud. You're all invited. And then also wanted to let the public know that the evening city officials meeting on the half-cent sales tax was moved to March 16th at 6 p.m. A member of the staff that we definitely need to have there for this topic is unavailable that evening, and we've moved it to that time. That's all I have.
Thank you.
We moved it to the 16th at 6 o'clock, Monday the 16th.
It's on your sheet right there.
I redid your meetings list.
See your sheet?
And took it off and put it on.
Okay, is that it?
I'll make a motion.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I thought last month you guys were gonna try to do an evening meeting. Did you have much attendance on that?
We
Yeah, we had
had
15?
15 maybe. I don't think it was quite 15, but close to 15.
Pretty
You
good.
plan on doing that again?
That's what we were gonna
That-
do on the 11th,
yeah.
but for reasons we took.
Right, okay.
We moved it.
Oh, okay.
I'll make a motion, we pay the bills.
We have first, second. Roll call, please.
Baker,
Aye.
Grana,
Aye.
Martinez,
Aye.
Penninger,
Aye.
Edwards,
Aye.
Upton,
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye. Hey, this meeting is adjourned at 11. 28.
Seems like 11:28.
Seems like 11, doesn't it?
You'll have a
8:28. I was counting. God, it went forever.
It just seems like a
Wrangling with Mike and Debbie since you're so important. And I'm so happy for you.
I love it myself.
That once in a while back.
2 o'clock, and your message will be in the bakery, but I understand that